Do you like the Cooper Flagg, Kevin Love comparisons?
Nah. But also, I think we starting to overhype guys that have talent but hasn't proven that they can actually play basketball yet. I think a lot of the talent we see are guys who have abilities to do things, jump high and all that kind of stuff, but I compare more to Christian Laettner right now than anything because Kevin Love did a lot of shit in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Not to take anything away from what Cooper's doing, but K-Love was a rebounding machine. He has specific attributes that you used him for that he was excellent at, especially passing.
In college, K-Love, first couple of years in the league, K-Love, a lot different than the K-Love we saw later on in his career. Slimmed down, trimmed down a little bit, but college K-Love was...
Yeah, he was bigger, center block.
Yeah,
he was center block. He wasn't as athletic as Cooper is.
Yeah, but he...
But yeah, I think that comparison is way off in the realm of Cooper being a lot more agile. He'll be more off the ball, more like to me, like a white Luol Deng. He play more like that than anything. He can make plays, he can pass, he can defend, he can block shots. But he ain't getting it he ain't doing none of that shit. So he's a system player. You put him in a good rotation, he'll be good.
So how do you feel like Cooper Flagg's game will translate to the league?
We'll never know. I'll never know until it happens. But right now, I can't say nothing as far as that he plays for Duke and that, you know, and it's like, who gives a fuck what he does? I don't care.
That's an accurate assessment.
Right situation. I don't see the Kevin Love comparison.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm hearing it. I'm like, that's not what I see watching this dude, especially college right now versus a college K-Love in the league K-Love.
Franz Wagner.
Yeah.
Franz,
right? Yeah.
Waggy.
The situation, right situation like that, Paulo, like they one and the same, I think. So you put him in a situation like that, I think that's a good comparison, but I don't see the Kevin Love thing. Kevin Love was a four-man. I think Cooper Flagg more of a three. Put him big 2, 3. Like he's a wing player. I think Kevin Love was more of a true power forward.
Traditional.
So I don't look at Cooper Flagg.
And I feel like we've seen so many versions of Kevin Love too. Like
Cooper Flagg is Lord Marketing, Franz Wagner, that kind of a.
Yeah, he definitely more Lord Marketing.
He's that athletic, tall, can get his own shot off on anybody. I see more of those guys than I do Kevin Love.
So we talk about Cooper Flagg. If he decides to come out, will likely be the #1 overall pick. We have a distinguished gentleman here from Oak Cliff who was also a #1 pick in the National Basketball Association. So for you, what was it like having to deal with the expectations of being a #1 pick?
The expectations, I didn't really listen to like what I should be doing, to be honest. It was, as being the #1 pick, you know that, right? So you know what's gonna come with. You know the expectation for you to play well, and me being in Jersey, having New York right there, the media and all that, so it was, even though it was Jersey, it was still a lot of media coverage for me being the #1 pick, so come into a situation where a team hasn't been successful lessens the expectations. As long as you're showing that trajectory of getting better throughout the season, understanding the NBA game and growth from year 1 to year, then yeah, but if you're not doing that, then you start to feel the pressures and the expectations of what people are saying around you. Having the right teammates is crucial. The right coaching staff is crucial for those pressures and expectations. I was fortunate and blessed my rookie year to play with Steph, and he got a lot of attention, him being from New York, and there's a lot going on in that regard. So I was able to average 12, whatever it was, and still be cool, you know what I'm saying? And second year, get J Kidd, so it made my job easier. To where this NBA, he's gonna maybe come into a situation where he's gonna take 17 shots tonight, 18 shots tonight as a rookie. And depends on what you're doing with that, it's how people gonna look at you. So it's a different NBA than the one I came up in, being the number one pick. And there was no social media. There was media, but there was no social media. So the reach and the attention to every single thing you do night in and night out will be magnified. So I can't speak to that.
Yeah.
But all you gotta do is, if you are, he's from a small place in Maine, man.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
hopefully that helps, right, with the noise, because they're not used to it. And it's able to block it out a little bit, but.
So you going from Dallas to Cincinnati to now Jersey, New York, obviously major market.
Yeah.
What was that transition like for you, now being in the major market? Like you said, media not necessarily on the level of the Knicks per se, but you still in that area.
Just media, period. The coverage of the people wanting to get to know you, right? And me being the person that's coming from Dallas, was shy kid because I stuttered and all these things, and was sheltered and wouldn't let nobody in, and having a microphone in your face right away and things like that. And as the years went on in Cincinnati, by the time my senior year came around, I had to start to shed that a little bit. So kind of groomed me a little bit for it, being National Player of the Year, and then so kind of groomed me for the attention a little bit, which he's going through right now, that process, being on the Wooden Award list, being a finalist. And so it starts to gain momentum as the summer goes on. So you start to get, and like I said, today and age, there's more media coverage than anything. So there's more requests for your time and interviews than it was for me. I could pick and choose, right? Now it's everybody wants your 15 minutes. Everybody has a podcast, everybody has a show, everybody has this, everybody has that. So everybody wants your attention and time, and everybody wants a soundbite. And if you don't give it to them, then they're going to try to bring you down. So he has that to deal with.
So, Shai, when we look at lottery odds right now, I think Jazz, Wizards, Hornets all have the highest odds of landing the number one overall pick, followed by the Pelicans and then the Sixers.
Not looking good for him.
Not rolling with any of those destinations?
Well, it's not.
You say Utah, and that's what
You don't fit.
Just be.
It's not even about the destination, more so than you banking on this young guy with no experience to come in and change something. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the whole trajectory now with me. It's always an issue is, are you experienced enough? Have you learned enough to translate your game? And why is the importance of learning while you're there at such a fast pace is the decision maker for everybody. Like, oh, you'll just learn as you go, as you get there. But then do you want to make an impact? Or do you want to be the guy you always got to teach? Right? Oh, we got to go teach him that. Got to go teach him this. You don't got to teach competitiveness. You ain't got to teach the mentality to dominate your peers and everybody in your position. I want them all to be scared of me when I step on the court. So even if I playing against people who don't know me, I know the people who do know me, I'm going to tell them, hey, you can't guard him like that. You got to guard him like this. Because we played against him. He did this against us. But a lot of these guys come in fresh. They have a big learning curve. They hit that fucking rookie wall, and every rookie has to turn it around at some point. But you look at Sarr, you look at Wiseman, you look at all these number one picks that came in with the pressure that they have.
Reese Shea with the Hawks now.
And you're like, damn, man, like, how are they gonna turn this around? You look at a guy like Scoot, he didn't go number one, but the pressure of being to this position with no real experience. So we looking at Cooper and we're saying like, okay, is he gonna come in here and is he gonna be LeBron or Zion and all that? I don't see it. I see Gordon Hayward.
No, no, I ain't gonna judge him. I've seen him play in person. He's competitive, he's athletic. So yeah, so you said Washington.
Charlotte.
Charlotte to me is the better.
Utah, and then the Pelicans and Sixers right after that.
To me, Charlotte is a better fit.
Miles Bridges.
Still, Miles is a slasher still. He fits better with LaMelo because LaMelo is still a pass-first guy.
Seems like he have a lot of love out there just from the
Brandon Miller's the
Duke
2.
following.
Miles can play the 4. You can put him 3, 4. You can play with the lineup with them 2, right? I think you're still trying the Utah situation. You got Mark and you got Kessler. You still got
Collins.
John Collins there. You got Filikowski, who you trying to groom, and he's coming into his own. He's a rookie this year, so then you got a lot of people at that. It's a log jam for him there, but that talent you'll find space for him. But
New Orleans is a graveyard.
Yeah, I don't.
And do not want to go there.
Not right now. Of the places, I'm thinking Charlotte, but Philly fuck around, get the number 1 pick. Some shit like that. Right?
That
The way that shit go.
Yeah.
Right?
Somebody, yeah.
That's the way that shit gonna go this year. Somebody who we're not expecting to get the number 1 pick.
If we go to Charlotte, that'll make sense.
Yeah. But like I said, I've seen him play in person. I think he's competitive. But it's a different game when you get up there with the big boys. Like coaching, teammates, management, all that shit plays a factor in your success. So hopefully they put him in hopefully the right team get the right pick and they do right by him. If he is to be the number 1 pick.
So Philly gets to keep their pick if it's 1 through 6, I believe. And then, if not, it goes to OKC, which is...
Yeah. I'd say better shit about him if he went to a different school. But
So if he went to North Carolina, potentially
I
nice.
said just any different.
UCLA?
Any school. Motherfucker could have went to Radford.
And just quick, Shai, you talk about that Ricky Wall, but I want to ask both of you guys, obviously your experience playing the league a long time ago. Kids nowadays, Flagg at Mount Verde, not too long, but just the game has changed. Like, they're playing a national schedule, there's a lot more travel, they're playing a lot more games at AAU circuit, doing a lot more travel than I think we used to do when we were coming up. Does that equip them and prepare them more to avoid a Ricky Wall in the league?
No.
It's going to
You
happen.
talking about as far as college is concerned, of how
College,
they've ramped up on everything?
High school, but they're just playing so much more basketball than I think we played when we were growing up. So,
Well, there's levels to the basketball and the competitive levels when you say go from AAU to high school and from high school to college.
Yeah.
There was supposed to be 3 different jumps because you got traveling teams in AAU, which is all-star teams.
Yeah.
If you assemble the right teams and you go around trying to beat other Avenger teams, then you get to college and you have the regional Avengers that you have are going. Now everyone's going picking a college now, right? And we've all met in nationals. We've seen these.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we've seen them.
But now you've got, with the transfer portal and all that, you've got all these teams reloading, recalibrating every single year. So it's not, I'm just saying the teams I feel like are more stacked in the power conference.
Well, you can stack now. Now it's easier to stack teams. It's like free agency. So you can pay for a guy to come to your team if you like them. If they don't like it, you can actually say it in the game that you're playing against. Hey, listen, I know you're not getting no shots. We got at least 400,000 for you. Come over here next.
Post-game handshakes a little bit different
Man,
now.
it could be just like that easy. And then you go to Morehead State, get a guy like Broom from Auburn. He was at Morehead State. Transfer portal. Now they about to have a chance to win the whole shit just based on money. So, I mean, it's different.
So I guess for me too, for you guys, when you talk about the Ricky Wall, what was the hardest part? What does that Ricky Wall really mean?
I think it depends, man, if you're getting consistent minutes or not.
Yeah.
Like, if you playing every night and you playing 34, 35 minutes a night as a rookie, then there's a good chance because you hadn't done that for 82 games yet. Right? You didn't play, the most you've played in college is 35, 36 games, 37 games, right? And we doing that shit in the first 2 months of the season.
And it's weekly, so we got every Friday or, we got enough time.
So we playing 17 games in a month in the NBA. So if you're doing that early on, then there's a great chance that you're going to hit some fatigue.
Yeah.
But
it's a mental part.
You're not playing back-to-backs in college. We're not playing the game in one city one night, hopping on a plane.
Not at all.
Next night.
So it's all of that, right? That plays a factor.
And not playing. If you like you said, it depends on your playing time. If I'm not playing, I'm mentally trying to figure out how to get more playing time while traveling and doing workouts behind the scenes with the assistant coaches and trying to impress them. That is tiring too, because people don't know. You work harder trying to get in the lineup than the guys are working that are in the lineup. They know the standard things they need to do to stay in the lineup. But the other guys that are like, I gotta do 2-3 times more to get noticed by the coach, they tired as fuck. And they gotta show up like it's the
No excuse too.
No
Right? Hey,
excuse.
no, you in whatever point you better go produce.
So if you're a rookie trying to do that, you like you said, you ain't never had that type of energy lapse where halfway through you like, yo, fuck, man, my shit is beaming right now.
Yeah, so there's a clip out there of B. Scott talking about like I was hard to coach, this, that, and the third early on. Like, no, I was just honest with you. That's all. If I ain't have it that day, I told you. You want me to come in and bullshit you? Like he said, no, Ken used to tell me I'm T.I. Red. Like, what is that supposed? Tired. Yes.
Did you say I'm T.I. Red?
T.I. Red, brother. I ain't got it today.
Want to make sure he was being
Yeah, you want it now, you want it later.
Cause then you go out there playing tired, you look tired.
Yeah.
You look a certain way.
So I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Like you can either give me a shoot around and practice today, or I can give it to you later on at 7, or tomorrow at 7:30. Like, let's figure it out. Like I learned that early. Like I said, I had a bunch of vets, dog, my rookie year. It wasn't something I came in to the NBA with. Had a lot of vets my rookie year. Like a lot of dudes that had been around. So I'm listening to them and listening, hey, okay, hey. Right? I'm young, but I'm learning. So watching how they moving and things that they doing and how they communicating and they sitting out of certain things and all right, cool, we're gonna implement some of this shit. I know I'm young, I'm a rookie, but still number one pick.
Number one, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not a regular rookie.
Yeah, still number one pick. God damn it, so let's
a little bit different.
Yeah, let's not forget that, right? I knew I was gonna play and I played a certain way, so yeah, it's like Rashad said, it's all learning. It's all learning the game while you're on the floor, while you're not on the floor. It's all a learning curve. So you can get mentally exhausted with it, which is a thing, because you go from being a man and playing and all that to motherfuckers really overlooking you and treating you like shit because you're the new guy in the building.
In the corner.
Yeah. When you just came from a situation where you was the new guy in college and everybody kissed your ass and praised you. Now you the new guy and you ain't heard your name in a month and a half. Everybody called you Rook. Everybody done called you Rook for the last 2 months. And you forgot your damn name, right? So it's all of that, man. And dudes doing shit to you, making you get donuts and pay for meals and doing shit to you. So no, it's a lot. It just come with being a rookie that I had experienced.
I didn't experience it either, can you? Unfortunately, I had
We in the same boat, Joe.
get to the working world.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
Check was a little bit different.
Yeah, I was just hooping.
But let's keep this moving. The namesake of our show, Gilbert Arenas, has been nominated.